Welcome to episode 46, the divisional round, the Green Bay Packers versus the Carolina Panthers in Green Bay, Dallas at Chicago. Let's go Chicago. Let's go Green Bay. Let's go at Lambeau Field, a snowy, cold day for the Carolina Panthers, who are not used to this cold weather. And the Packers are going to use that to their advantage. Ron Rivera just not ready for this cold, snowy day. Jordan Talbert is, though. Coach Patterson is. He's like, we can do this. There's he, Talbert and Patterson talking to each other about what they're going to get done. Rivera's freezing his butt off. I think that's Ron Rivera. Oh, and it looks like the Packers are going to get the ball first. This game's going to play Super Sim slow mode the entire game. It's going to take almost 2 hours to do. I'm going to record the highlighted action or when I'm available. Sometimes I'm not available. And yeah, let's get this game Super Simmed and started. All right, here we go. The Panthers are going to kick off. I'm going to pull up my Madden sheet here. Can't see the lines to see who got where. We had a lot of Pro Bowlers this year. A lot more than I expected. Aaron Rodgers, 37 years old, not many chances left. 21 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. 65% completion passer rating. That didn't make any sense. So the Panthers overall average was slightly better than the Packers. So first catch of the game, I put some speed into him, some catching into him with the 28,000 experience, 26,000 experience. 1 point in speed, so he's a 90 speed overall. Some catching, so good to show the dividends pay off on his training. Topped everybody off I could with something, whatever they could possibly get for skills. Handoff up the middle. Oof, ran into a wall. Here's the offensive line for the Packers. If it wasn't for Buck Gruber, we'd have the original line from the 2016 season. Got a 3rd and 1 here to complete. This is a big 3rd and 1 already in the game. Aaron Rodgers in the pistol. It's a handoff up the middle, and he didn't make it. Didn't even come close. Gonna punt right away. All I had to do was go inside a little bit. Excited about Madden 19. Can't wait for that game to drop. Gonna buy it right away and start a series right away and rebuild the Packers again from Madden 19. So that should be pretty exciting. Oh, that was a good punt. What can I say about that? Yeah, I'm just gonna play as many seasons as I can. I don't think I'm gonna get to 30 on 17 by then because I just don't have that kind of time. So it's Cam Newton. And now we're going to play defense. See how that goes. First plays a handoff. Right up the middle. Whoa, big stiff arm there. Man, he just stiff arm Pat. Wow, that was amazing. Nathan just got stiff arm to left field here. Get off me. Aguilar there. Ron's excited. Packers defense giving up 10 yards on the first play of the game. Hand off again. That's much better. There we go. Avion Conrad getting it done. Avion. I would think it's Avion Conrad. Like I always say, I wish Greg Olson's real. There's a lot of real players in there. I wish they would differentiate the real players with the draft pick players. Here. There we go, stopping that run. They got a number 46 as well. All right, big third down here for our 4-3 defense. Our free agent pickup, Cam Jordan. Secondary. Quentin Rollins kept B.J. Hemingway from taking his job this year with some good play. Oh, nice drop the ball. Oops. So used to stopping the game when it's fourth down. All right, there we go. That's the 2 series. I'm going to come back to you guys when something fun and exciting happens. All right, so Devin Funchess just burnt Damaris Randall for an 80-yard touchdown. Outran him. Damaris tried to catch up. Had a chance at him and just whiffed. Got behind the safeties. Big touchdown for Carolina. Packers tried to kick a field goal from the Carolina 47, which was like, a 50 million yard field goal, so that didn't work either. So there we go. Carolina is now up 7-0 on a very defensive game, other than the one big play. Packers just returned the favor with a big long run from Jordan Talbert. Let's take a look at this here. Jordan spins around his own man, breaks into the clear. It's a foot race. No one's catching his 90 speed. So, boom, Packers are back. The game's tied. Let's go, Packers. Here we go, the Packers are back. And we got a touchdown before the half. Touchdown! Davante Adams. Packers are going to be within 3 going into half, hopefully. Well, unless something drastic changes, it looks like it's going to be a one and done for the Packers this in the 2021 season. Carolina is just too much for them offensively and defensively, and man, nothing's just going right. The Packers going for it on fourth down. Aaron Rodgers back to pass. Over the middle. First down, Davante Adams. Nice job. Game's not over yet. They can make a comeback. Only down like, what, 19 points? 20 points? 3 touchdowns? They got this. Packers just had the worst call ever. Davante Adams caught the ball, took a half step, and fumbled the ball. It was not a catch. It was a fumble, but it wasn't a catch. But who knows what catches are these days anyways. Well, unless there's a miracle in Lambeau Field, this game's pretty close to being over. We'll be doing a postseason recap, a look at how the rookies or how the draft picks did, who's left, and then move forward into next year, the 2022 season, and maybe Aaron Rodgers will be there. He's got 1 more year left on his contract, so there's a possibility of that. And I guess enough catch didn't go into the. I didn't put enough catch in Jordan Talbert there because that was a pretty easy catch. And maybe making the speed was probably a bad idea. I probably should have put it in intangibles. But yeah, they just need, I don't know, they need a playmaker on defense or something. So it just isn't. Offense wins regular season games, defense wins championships, and their defense has never been good. Well, it's official. The 9-7 Cam Newton and the Panthers, the 9-7 Panthers, defeated the 12-4 Packers. Let's take a quick look at the team statistics here. You know what Madden needs to add? They need to add like a player grade for the game, like a little letter grade or a PFF focus grade for the what did Aaron Rodgers get for the grade, so we can know how well the individual player played without actually watching the whole game. So that would be really difficult. So Aaron Rodgers obviously did not play well, and Cam Newton just torched the defense. Rushing attack. Look at Mr. Talbert. Did he have he had a 59-yarder, so I guess that takes into the carry calculation. So it skews it big time. I probably ran in the mid threes. Receiving, Packers. Devontae Adams, you know, I mean, this is not the greatest. I'm missing that 2011. Look at Devin Funchess. Oof. But he had a really long one, a 90-yarder, so he only had 60 yards beyond that. That 2011 Packers offense is no more. Got some sacks on him. Got 5 sacks in the game. 1 Cam, 2 Kevin, and 2 from Jeffrey there. No ints. So, what about the Panthers? Panthers got 5 sacks. Coney Early just destroyed David Bakhtiara. And Trey Boston. And, you know, I was making a comment about the old players with their speed. You know, once they get older, their speed slows down. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe speed is not as important. You know, maybe the older players are still viable when their speed drops a little bit because their fundamentals are so strong. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna go take a look to see what the next step in our series will be. Here, take a look at Clay Matthews here. He played 129 snaps, so his career is winding down for surely. You know, defensively. 10, 13, 6, 13, 7, 11, and then just a bunch of zeros and a half sack. So 4 tackles. I have a Clay Matthews jersey, but I'm pretty sure his career is over. But we are going to change him back to his proper position as an outside right linebacker for a 3-4 player. So let's edit him here. There we go. It's funny, you can modify him there. So that should make him a 3-4 right outside linebacker. Oh, there he is. He's playing prototype middle linebacker. Pretty sure that's not... Oh, I did. Oops. Let's try that again, guys. I kind of put him in the wrong position. He played a little middle linebacker, a little left end, a little right end. I mean, he's been all over the place. He's an 81. Him and Blake Martinez. Run stopping right outside linebacker. I thought you could... Can you edit that? Anyways, you don't have to watch this. Guys, welcome to the draft pick recap grading for everyone that's on the team that I drafted. Starting with our number 1 pick in the 2017 draft, the first pick of Brett Starr's season as a GM, whatever. The 6'7" Brady Kropog, who's now a 90 overall. He was drafted at an 80 overall. A quick player. His stats for the year are slightly down from last year. More catches, less yards. Little averages down, touchdowns down, rack is down. Everything is slightly down. Do you have any? Nope, no defensive things, but he played every stat possible. So the snaps were up. So he looks like he kind of, really stayed the same considering Aaron Rodgers kind of went down a little bit. I'm going, he is an A- player. So we're going to give him an A- for his fifth year here. Having some technical difficulties. A remaining player from that draft was our 4th round pick, free safety Calvin Samata. He got a contract extension, and let's see how he did this year. Looks like his statistics went down, and I'm sure his play time went down a lot. So we're looking at not developing and he got a contract extension. That automatically drops him to an F. Alright, so there we go. Those are the 2 remaining from the 17 class. We'll move on to the 18 class now. Here is Avon Conrad, which we selected in the, sorry, I clicked off of it, first round in the 2018 draft with the 23rd pick. Got a 5-year extension to his deal here. So he's going to be with us for a long time. A 5-year, $36 million deal. As you can see there. Very good for him. He was our starting defensive tackle. And his tackles went down. His sacks went up by 1. So, and he played in just about every snap, it looks like, maybe a little less than every snap. And I think he played in every snap. I think I had 1,000 snaps there. Is he phenomenal at his job? No. But he's not bad either. He's a run-stopping defensive tackle. I mean, he's a big old defensive tackle, so I wouldn't expect him to have a huge amount of sacks. I'm giving him a B+ for the year. It's just not quite phenomenal. And also, because we did not re-sign the next 3 players, he is the only one left from the 18 draft after this year. 3rd round pick in the 18 draft for the final year of his contract, Stephen Haskins. He was drafted at a 72 and he's now a 78. So he's gone up 6 points. He's not developed into the player we were hoping for. We are moving on. As you can see, his sacks went down, but he finally got his second interception of the year of his career. His playtime went down a lot compared to last year. He was moved down the bench, the depth chart, so he's just not developing, and he's no longer on the team. He's going to get an F for the season. Thanks for your time in Green Bay. Here is our next one. We actually switched his position. He used to be a right outside linebacker, but he switched over to left outside linebacker. He was a 67 overall when we drafted him. He's now a 77 after 4 years, so he went up 10 points. We are not resigning him. He's the first 2 years on the practice squad, and then these last 2 years with the team here, so he's not, snaps went up. Just not very, didn't develop as we hoped when we selected him in the 5th round. He gets an F. Last pick for that year, Anton McIver. He started off as a 68 overall and he has moved up to a 71. He has done a little better. See, 88 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, so that's not bad. And I'm pretty sure he did some... No, he did not do any punt returning or kick returning. So, his playtime did go up as the season went on, as he got better, but he just did not develop into the player we were hoping for. He's very tall, but didn't move up the depth chart very well. So he is no longer on the team. He's going to get an F. The 2019 draft, we still have 9 players, I believe, from that. Their contracts aren't up yet, so only the really bad players are no longer on the team, or we traded away Riley Wilkins, which was a phenomenal quarterback, and then Riley Womack got replaced, so we cut him as a duplicate fullback. So we're going to start with our starting outside linebacker, who now looks like he switched positions to Sheldon Pathon. So when he started, he's a 77, and now he's an 83. Only been in the league for 2. This is his 3rd year. You can see his half a sack, 2 interceptions. This is a cover. Messed up somewhere. Cover corner. So his playtime has gone up dramatically too, as he's taken over the starting role. Is he phenomenal? No, it's not phenomenal, but he's not bad either. I mean, as far as I can tell. So, to me, he seems like he's a B+ player. We'll make him a B for the year, being a starter. And then we're going to jump right away to Corey Turnbull. 5 points since he's been drafted, and he's been the number 1 receiver and the number 2 receiver. And his yards went way down when we made him the primary wide receiver. I don't know if it's regression more than it is simply him facing better competition. Oh, and he missed some time with an injury. So he only played a little more than half. That kind of explains it. So if we look at that, maybe I was wrong. Yeah, maybe his yards would have gone up if he'd have played the whole season. So playing half the season, he definitely improved. So he looks like he's going to be a very solid B+ player to me. Drafted in the 2019 season, we drafted 2 left ends in a row, one in the 2nd round and one in the 3rd round. This one, ironically, has they were both rated at 68. They're now 74. So let's take a look at our backup left end. So you see that he got no play time. He was blanketed on 6 plays. That is just a fail. Just not developing like we would like. Let's see if his counterpart did any better. As you can see, we brought in Cameron Jordan to bolster this area, and he played 1 down. So he also had a little bit of a struggle and hasn't developed much. That's another F. Just giving out the F's left and right. But in the 4th round, we selected a middle linebacker. He wasn't originally a middle linebacker, but he is now, Jeffrey Riviera, who tore his pectoral muscle and missed a little bit of the 2nd year because he tore it at the very end. So, but look at it, he got 132 tackles and no sacks this year, but 3 interceptions. The interceptions went up. The pass defense went up. It's just, you see, at 151. So he only played 12 games last year, and he played all 16 this year. I mean, he's an A player, you know. And then an A+ is like your superstar level players, but he's really close to being there, I think. So there we go. That was one of our big draft lines. Our 5th round pick, he's already gone up 3 points in his career. He is definitely improving. I moved him up a little bit on the depth chart, so he's getting a little bit more play time. He actually play a little 3rd wide receiver. He's also done some kick returning and punt returning, so he's pretty useful in that matter. As you see, his play time, he almost got half the snaps in the year, so we look forward to getting more out of him next year since Devontae Adams is not going to be back. These statistics here give him enough to be a C with a little plus at the end. So that's what I'm hoping for, some pluses going forward with him. So that's where we're going to end this episode, guys, and I'm going to continue with the next episode, the rest of the draft class. Thanks for watching. Bye.